So I specialize in 60s, 70s, 80s, and a few 90s rock and roll t-shirts, but definitely my specialty is rock t-shirts. It's not an overnight collection. Middle school to high school, I was getting more interested in like, oh wow, cool, that's a cool shirt. Do you remember where that shirt went to, Dad? And he'd be like, your mom threw it away. So my mom would always be the one to like throw away my dad's old stained shirts. As I got into the actual vintage clothing, I was like, I want to get these shirts my dad used to have. So I got more interested in being like, oh, that's that shirt my dad had in this picture. That's that one. My mom had this one in this picture. I'm like, I really want these shirts. Just, I thought they were cool. And then by accident, I kind of figured out like, oh, you can sell this stuff too. I remember selling my Nirvana shirt from like 92 for like $30 or $40. I mean, that shirt's worth like $200 now. There's shirts that I see sometimes posted for like $1,000, and I'm like, that's a lot of money. Or there's shirts that are like $3,000. I'm like, that's a crazy amount of money, but I think they're worth something. Owning a piece of wearable history and artwork. Every shirt looks a little bit different. I already had like another life before you had it. Different levels of income become like different levels of buying power. I usually don't pay a ton for my stuff. The most expensive shirt I have in my collection, probably my Jimi Hendrix Band of Gypsies Fillmore East crew t-shirt from like 69, 70. $1,000 at least. Probably over that, probably 1,500. Yeah, people love it and they really like it, but they also like love the fashion of it too. There's both sides. Now it's like everybody totally does it. Like, you know, the Kardashians started wearing Slayer t-shirts or whatever, and you know, people would like notice that, or like Metallica shirts, or like the classic band shirts that like look really cool. I really like a band and I see someone wearing the shirt and I'm like questioning their authenticity with that. I'm like, I'm not sure, do you even, it took me a while to like this band. Do you really like them?
Honestly, right now, the way I see it is like prices are going based on hype. Like if a celebrity is wearing it, like we could have a jersey, or like just generally speaking, if a jersey is on eBay or like in any store for like $60, as soon as a celebrity throws it on, the price just goes up. I feel like people are not being true to themselves. They're just doing it just because somebody they idolize is doing it. You know, like, you know, Nike running sneakers weren't like a big thing. Nobody wanted to wear like Nike running sneakers. That was considered a white people sneaker. Kanye wore a pair of like Adidas Ultra Boost, and they were supposed to retail at anywhere between like $100 and $120. Kanye wore them, and they're a $220 sneaker, and it's just a piece of like fabric and like squishy material on the bottom.
I get a lot of my personal collection stuff from online, like all the classic ones you would go to. Any of those places are the easiest to go to. eBay obviously is everyone's place these days. But sometimes I will go around the city and find things in person if I get, but I mean, that's a real hard thing to do. You have to be really lucky. You got to be there every day. Like if I wasn't at work all the time, I'd be out there every day. I'm hunting them. It's like it's because you got to, because if you go to like a real thrift store, you have to really you have to go there every day. You have to be there at the right time. You don't know when they're going to put new stuff out. And that's the good stuff doesn't stay. Everybody's looking for it.